Hey everybody, Janice Thornton here, online personal trainer. I hope you're having a fantastic Wednesday. So today I just want to talk about a little bit, give you some tips on mindfulness habits to help you lose weight a little bit easier. And a lot of these tips aren't going to be exactly what you're thinking about, more like just eat healthier and exercise more. That's not what it is. I'm really going to focus today on being mindful, and it's something that I think a lot of us have forgotten how to do that. And actually, what is mindfulness? And the first thing is, we live such a fast-paced life. We've got kids stuff going on. We've got our spouses have things, with work. You've got your spouses going to work. You've got all this traffic. You just got a boatload of stuff that is going on. And we actually forget to slow down. I think a lot of us, we've forgotten how to slow down. And when it comes to eating, that's one area where we've also forgotten. Hey Heidi, thank you for getting on. I appreciate it. It's a little bit harder for me to see the camera because A, I think I need some new glasses, and B, my camera's farther away. So I don't know if any of you have any of those issues as well. But anyway, glad you guys are popping on. So mindfulness. When it comes to eating healthy as well, we've got so much going on during our day that a lot of negative stuff can kind of happen throughout the day, and we can tend to bring that to our food as well. And when you start bringing the negativity with your eating, a lot of times that conveys in our subconscious to not a healthy relationship with food. So when you are sitting down to eat, focus on all the positive things that came about throughout the day. But again, the big thing that I'm going to focus on today is actually slowing down. Also be aware of what's going on around you when it comes to while you're eating. A lot of us we just don't pay attention to what's happening when we're eating because we have so much. If you have kids, I guarantee you, you've got them running around like little kids with their heads cut off, and you're just going, oh my gosh, I just want to get food into them and get this meal over with so we can go on to the next thing. And again, if we can be aware of what's going on and try to slow all that down a little bit and kind of rein your family in, that it's family time, it's meal time, it's going to make a big difference and help you actually lose a little bit of weight. So when it comes to eating, how often do you actually think about what you're going to eat and how it's going to make you feel? So for example, for myself, I would love to eat Italian sausage on pizza or just by itself, or I would love Italian sausage. However, for me, my body hates Italian sausage. So I actually have to really think about, if I'm going to eat Italian sausage, how's it going to make me feel and what are the repercussions later? I know also with pasta, if I eat too much pasta, I love pasta. Who the heck doesn't love pasta? However, when I eat a bunch of pasta, guess what? It does not make me feel good when I'm finished. So when it comes to think about what you're going to eat and how is it going to make you feel, that's going to help you actually be able to know if you actually want to be eating something or not. So when it comes to Italian sausage, as good as it looks to me, I just know it is not going to be what I actually want to eat. So another thing to think about is when you're eating some certain foods, like whatever it is, whether it's chocolate, ice cream, Italian sausage, whatever it is, are you eating emotionally or are you eating because you are physically hungry? And those are great questions to ask yourself, is why am I actually eating this food? And a lot of times we end up eating emotionally. Can be an emotional eater. However, I've really worked hard on teaching myself to be more of eating because I'm actually hungry, not just because I'm bored, I'm stressed, or whatever I'm sad, whatever the situation is. You definitely want to make sure that you can figure out why you are grabbing something or not. So how can you avoid mindlessly munching or grazing something without tasting it? Now what I mean is, how often do you grab chips, popcorn, take the bag, go sit down on the couch, pop this bag's open and just start eating? How often do you do that? And I know if I take this bag of popcorn and open this baby up and go sit in front of the TV, guess what? I will have the entire bag gone. I will have hardly tasted any of it. I'll admit that. I can do that. So what do you do to not let that happen? Definitely grab the bag, however, do portion size out some sizes for you, a bowl full for you, not a bowl that fits the whole bag, get down to a small bowl and put the bag away. Actually put it back, physically put it back into the closet. But definitely there's ways that you can avoid not eating the whole bag. So pay attention to your body. This is tip number 1. Pay attention to your body. Are you so starved that you're grabbing anything, or are you actually really hungry? Or are you just kind of bored or whatever? Because it's so easy to grab this. If I'm starving and I don't think about it, I will much rather grab this popcorn than grab an apple or an orange and eat an apple with peanut butter or whatever instead. Because when you let yourself get just starved with food, or that you're just starved for food, it's so easy to grab the carbs instead. So not that this is a carb, yes, but you put some peanut butter with it. This makes a much healthier snack than grabbing chips and popcorn and things like that. Second thing is, let cravings have their way modestly. I eat chocolate every single day. I love chocolate, I love dark chocolate, and I eat it all the time. Now, when I say I eat it all the time, I still modestly do it. I love the dark chocolate covered almonds from Trader Joe's. And some of you may laugh. I've had people actually laugh at me when I tell you what I'm going to tell you. After lunch, if I eat at home, or for sure after dinner when I eat at home, I take out 3 of these and then I put this back in the refrigerator. But I go sit down and I actually enjoy my 3 chocolate covered almonds and love them. Because when I go into tip number 3, it's all about using your senses when you eat. I am able to enjoy just 3 chocolate covered almonds because I actually sit there and savor them while I eat them. And that way I was like, oh, I actually feel satisfied. And guess what? I've had chocolate. And we all, a lot of people think, oh no, God, I gotta stay away from chocolate. I can't eat that. And yes, you can. There's a lot of healthy benefits to dark chocolate. But it's just actually listening to your body, of course, but then again, using your other senses while you're eating. And when I talked about earlier, slowing down while you're eating, guess what? You bring in other senses and you actually have, your body starts to enjoy the food more, and a lot of those cravings will actually decrease. Okay, tip number 4. So far we've actually pay attention to your body's tip number 1. Let your cravings have their way modestly is tip number 2. Number 3, use all your senses when you eat. You definitely want to do that. Smell your food, taste it, look, feel the texture, all of that. Number 4, try eating in silence or playing some kind of soft music, classical music, or something that's very non-distracting for you when you eat. Because it is so easy. If you have something fast-paced going, we have such a fast-paced society and everything we do all day is pretty fast. If you have fast music going, guess what? You're going to start eating faster. So when you can either listen with no music, have nothing going on, just maybe some candles and some low lighting, or play some classical music when you eat, your body is going to thank you because you're going to be able to enjoy that food even more. And then the 5th one, and this can be hard for some people, and I know for me, I do this. Get rid of our technology. So do one thing at a time. You're going to focus on eating. So that means get rid of the phone, get rid of the laptop, get rid of the TV. I'm notorious for eating in front of the TV, which that is not healthy either. However, try to eliminate as much as you can. And I'm going to share with you, even today at lunch, I was eating my lunch and then I was like, oh, I'll just look at something real quick on my laptop. And I could tell, I'm like, oh my God, I got so distracted from eating that I was just shoveling my salad and chicken into my mouth instead of focusing on just enjoying my meal, because I was trying to do something else, and I'm like, the multitasking doesn't work. It's just not good for us. So definitely try to slow down. And do one thing at a time. So I hope these tips have helped you. And again, the fourth and fifth one was try eating in silence. 5 is get rid of the electronics. And especially if you have kids and you're eating, make sure you take away their electronics when it comes to food. I know they're not going to like you very well. However, it's about focusing on the eating, not on the electronics. So I'd love to hear your comments on that one. So I would love to hear your comments anyway about what you thought about the 5 tips. And if you are interested in changing your workouts, changing your food, contact me because I would love to be able to help you. Everything I do is online, so I give you fast and effective workouts that can be done at home or at a gym. So everyone, I hope you have an awesome day, and I will see you next time.